Hello, my name is Alexis. I'm a current student here at El Paso Community College in the Valle Verde campus. Allow me a few of your minutes so I can introduce myself and you can get to know a little bit about me. Well, let's start off with the simple one. What do I love? I love food, I love sports, and I love music. Let's start off with sports. I've always been a big sports fan growing up. Back in high school, I was an athlete myself. I graduated with the class of 2021 and I was part of the football team and track and field teams for 4 years each. I was able to be in varsity for 2 years in each, and thankfully I was able to play during my senior year for both sports. After my football season, I was able to grab a second team all district nomination. Probably what comes next will be a close tie between food and music, but it will be a slight edge on food. There's something just so special about it. There's always a story being told. That's always just the perspective I've had on it. Maybe some people just overlook it, but I don't know. To me, it's just always something kind of special about it. And music has always been a big part of me. Throughout the many years that I've been blessed to be a part of this earth, music has always been something that I've been able to connect with, whether it be getting my mind off of things or maybe even setting my tone for that day or for the upcoming week. I'd like to say that I am best as a person when I am being a student and a friend. I've always been really engaging and I've always really been intriguing about learning anything, whether it be for academic purposes or just for my own curious mind. So friend-wise, I've always tried to be the best person that I can be. It's a tough world out there. Sometimes we need those people and there's too much negativity. Let's just put it that way. I've always tried to be the positive friend. I've always tried to be the one that can give you that advice. I've always trying to be that good friend for everybody. Even if we don't talk, I've always trying to be that good friend for anybody. When I am being challenged, what I like to do first is I take a deep breath, I start analyzing all the current options that I can do, and I choose accordingly. This has always worked for me throughout the many obstacles and throughout the many times that I've been faced with adversity or have even been challenged. This has always been my go-to process and it's worked most of those times. I believe what I need to be successful this year is the ability to keep up my work. Yes, I follow the instructions and yes, I follow the policies from my instructors, but I like to keep my standards up when it comes to some certain items. In this instance, for example, I really didn't have to dress up, but I decided to because it's part of my standard when it comes to my work. I believe that the meaning of understanding is knowing when, knowing how, and knowing where to use that new knowledge that you've been applied. I have been able to be a fast learner, so obviously everyone thinks and processes things differently, but for me, it's always been pretty fast. I believe that the school should continue to provide the resources for the fellow students, all the faculty, and myself to succeed currently here at El Paso Community College, whether it's at the Valle Verde campus or whether it's at the Trans Mountain campus. All 8 campuses should continue to provide the resources for all of us to succeed. I believe that the things that I do know should be able to help out others. I don't know everything, not everybody knows everything, so obviously knowing where to ask is definitely a big help, not just for me, but for everybody else, whether it be academic purposes or maybe even something else apart from that. Growing up, I've never been a picky reader, if I can be honest. I've always been intrigued by reading anything really, from when I was younger, from books about kids entering a treehouse to currently now, pretty much reading anything about the mind. It's always been good to help on my tree of creativity grow out, if it makes sense. And probably my strong suits with reading is that I am able to understand the vocabulary pretty well, and I am fluent in both English and in Espanol. I would like to say that I am my own hero. If I offend you by saying that, then I apologize for that. But seeing how far I've developed from the day of yesterday to a year ago to 2 years ago, it's just a big jump. And if I can be honest, I can say that I am proud of where I am right now. What I hope to get out of this course is to help out with my creativity when it comes to talking in crowds. I've never really panicked when talking, if I can be honest, but from time to time I do have those moments where I do feel a little bit compressed with how I want to express things. So I'm hoping to be able to learn how to expand those skills, if it makes sense. I do have to say that my creativity does help out a lot with coming up with ideas. I've always been told that I have a couple of good ideas. Never really thought about it until I reached high school around sophomore year, during my architecture courses. Never really thought about it, but once I just stopped thinking, the ball just kept rolling, and throughout time, my creativity has improved a lot when it comes to ideas. What I want the class to know about me is that I am a caring person. I have two different colored eyes. You may not be able to see them right now, but I have two different colored eyes. I have heterochromia, and it's part of my genes. And as well, I want you to know that I am always here for anything, whether it be just for a simple hi or if you need anything. Since the final question does ask about being a good student and learner, I just feel like it was fit for me to bring out my glasses for this final question. Hi. Well, I do believe that I am a good student and a good learner. Throughout all of my school years, I have always been told of how good of a student I was. In my opinion, I believe that a student is one who does what is being asked efficiently, while a learner is someone that's able to understand it and keep gaining the knowledge, not just from that topic, but from further up. There were always people that had higher grades than me, but I have never believed in seeing someone based on a number. I love to learn new things, especially about the mind and the history of mankind. History's always been a strong subject of mine. So I've always been a curious kid, just like I mentioned before. We have officially reached the final portion of my introduction video. If you reached this part of the video, then I would like to say thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this. I hope you do great things this semester, and I hope to be able to meet all of you guys soon. That being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day whenever you get the chance to see this. And that's about it. See you later.